Hello, this is Mark from Mark Chess Teaching. I want to go over a few things that I see under 1,000 players playing and to talk about what are some of the best moves to it. So let's get right into it. First and foremost, white plays e4, which is a standard move. And we're going to spend most of our time looking at that. So white plays e4, black plays e5, white plays knight f3, black plays knight c6. All pretty standard. You'll see this in many, many games below 1,000. White plays bishop c4. Black plays knight f6. And then white plays knight g5. Now, this is a good move. However, when you're at the 1,000 level, you're generally going to see something like this, the fried liver attack, where black goes d5, e takes d5, knight takes d5, knight takes f7, king takes f7, queen f3 check, king e6, knight c3, knight c to b4, giving protection on that, and then d4. So you see a lot of this happening, but I want to talk about some other moves that you might get. Back in this position, one move that black may do is knight takes e4. And if you've never played against this, this can take you by surprise. What black would really like for you to do is they would really like you to take the knight, and then they can go d5, forking your bishop and knight, and getting a pretty good position, at least equality. So black seemingly gives up the f7 pawn. Now, if you were to take it with the knight, the pawn with the knight, you have to be very, very careful. White has some threats. Queen f6 jumps out at me right away. The computer bar doesn't agree, so maybe it's looking at queen h4. Yep. Attacking this pawn, then eyeing this bishop too. This is a very, very dangerous spot. So you don't want to take the pawn with the knight. The recommendation is to take the pawn with the bishop. Check. I know it is very hard to turn down those f7 forks if you're under 1,000. Many games you see c7, f7, or c2, f2 leading to forks. They're not always what they seem. But if we take it with our bishop, the king has to go to e7, and I recommend this move, d4. Now, I've played many games as white and black in this position, and I rarely, if ever, see this d4 move. The first thought that comes to your mind is if you take this knight, bishop takes knight, check, you win the queen. I had one game where 2300 online took this pawn, and then I found c3. Went back to e6. I took it with the bishop, and he resigned. The reason being, take it back here. Queen takes, check. King takes back the queen on d8. Knight takes knight. And white is up a piece. Black has no development. This is a game that you can win as white. So back to here. What should black do here? One recommendation that I can think of is D5, protecting the knight. But when you take the knight takes knight, black gets the bishop. So be careful. So the question is what to do here. Many options. Maybe take the pawn. Stands out. A lot of different things. But the killing move, I believe, just by looking at the position, let me know what you think. This is Mark from Mark Chess Teaching.